Are these punch cards?
Sure looks like it, doesn't it?
Well, they were also... These type of cards are also used to store data, but most likely they're probably punch cards, because it looks like these... Yeah.
Research sector.
Is that where we want to go?
Yep.
Head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Research sector, huh? Home of the Bureau's mad scientists.
Hold on. There's gotta be a way for me... Ah, here we go.
Those little videos remind me a lot of the,
Why are there, like, feathers coming out of stuff? That's weird.
Weird. Of the, like, nuclear DVD.
What were you saying?
I said those videos, like, the Darling videos remind me a lot of that, like, nuclear, like, the wonders of nuclear energy DVD that we had. See our scientists hard at work.
And remember, keep your mouth shut. Lois, let's sink ships. Wow, this is a really nice workplace, though. I love I love plant walls.
I suppose they do it because it's like, oh, well, if you're going to be working underground with no windows and...
I like to think that the house was like, you guys got no windows. Don't worry, I'll grow a wall for you guys. Because I don't think they really have control over
how it
looks. I think the house probably reacts to them, you know? This is very similar to SCP because personnel in the SCP organization also have different levels of how competent they are.
Mm-hmm.
And that lady said, I wonder if I can find any volunteers. in SCP, they do technically have volunteers called D-class personnel, and they technically do volunteer, but they're all prisoners who signed away, who were like, if you come here and you do these things, we'll let you go. Mm-hmm. But they always do the thing, and they always die.
Yeah.
They're like, here, if we do the experiments with us, once you're done doing the experiments, you're free to go.
Yeah. The red shirts of the SCP universe.
And then, but they always send them in to experiments that they know that they'll die in.
Aw.
So.
For who among us has touched the foundations of this world and deemed them solid?
Everything's turning to feathers here. It's very... Huh.
Weird.
I love plant walls. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I just like started exploring for no reason. So let's see if they're... Parapsychology, that's where we're going. Mm-hmm. It's up, so... But it's blocked off by this, so I guess we do have to find another way around.
Yeah, I wonder what that's about.
Well, remember every time we see one of these things, the wall kills us?
Mm-hmm. Dimensional research.
Oops. Ah, so this is block 2. Alright, and this is where we came from.
Yep. What if we go up there? Ooh, Dr. Darling's office.
Doesn't hurt to go to his office. Ooh, all this stuff we can touch.
I've been fielding
Oh.
questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hadron resonance anyway? Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements. We're listening to your conversations while you're wearing them.
I feel like they'd be more subtle
We do
about
that
it.
regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA.
Mm-hmm.
Agree? Yeah, that's see.
Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
Oh, let me see if... Okay, yep, we've seen this. Yep, seen that. Just making sure.
Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis.
What a little shitlord.
I know.
He just heard that she was asking for more, and he was like, you know what? If you're giving more, give it to me.
Give
Fuck
it to
her.
me, and also here's some alcohol.
Ugh, idiot. Hate him. Whoever that is, I hope he got turned into a blob. His sniper. Bureau snipers specialize in eliminating threats from a distance using the telltale searchlights affixed to their rifles to search for targets. His snipers are no less lethal. The corruption has not changed their tactics. They clearly prefer to maintain a good distance from their target, waiting in elevated positions for a clear shot. Care should be taken in open spaces. Check the balconies. I should note that their rifles are equipped with a bayonet for close quarters combat, and the His snipers are well aware of how to use it. Refer to file blank for full report. I just like to get rid of the reds.
Mm-hmm.
Let me grab all the stuff in here so then we can read it all at once. At some point, we'll do it in a bit. I want to get going.
Yeah.
I want to meet the lady at the very least.
Wow.
Oh, I thought that was just floating. I was like, whoa!
Whoa!
Oh, that's still going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they'll pretty much go in perpetuity.
No, they won't. Those things?
No, I mean, I don't mean, like, forever, but I mean, like, it takes them a little while to stop.
Oh, I was like, oh, what? I think that just keeps going because that's probably an object of power. Because I think if you just let it keep going, it's not going to stop. Unless you found an object of power in real life. Yeah, and then you were like, this is normal.
Mm-hmm.
This is fine. What are you talking about? They just go on forever. And I'm like, what? Why'd that fall? Alright. Uh-oh.
Wow. Fun.
Dimensional research.
Whoa.
I mean, this is not where we're supposed to be going, but it says dimensional research. How can I not head over here?
Yeah.
Constantly changing labyrinth. Can never pass through. Dimensional research.
Cool.
Ashtray maze. Question marks?
Wow.
This is not where we're supposed to be going, but I just want to look a little bit.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of the Overlook Hotel a little bit. From The Shining.
Oh, wow.
Can I go back? No, I can't. Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to look. I just want to look for a little bit.
I need to know.
Yeah.
I'm that scientist. I'm that scientist in the movie. He was like, I just need to know.
The
and
one
then
that,
they die.
You mean you're the one that the quote, they never, like, they only thought about if they could, they never stopped to consider whether they should? That's you? That's what...
I'm the guy who's like,
about?
I've been researching this my whole life. I need to know. I just need to know. I don't care if I die. I just need to know. And then they get turned inside out.
I kind of love that they always have that character in, like, these, like, horrible scientific situations. I wonder what will make that red stuff disappear. If it's just, like...
I think we just need to go around the back. And we probably have to go to the... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Hold on. Wait, hello? Oh.
Hello?
Snipe me from here, idiot! Haha. Anyone else want to start? I can hear the music.
That's a good close range.
Oh. Shit.
You will sustain lethal fall damage if you fall too far.
There was a map on the thing that I wanted to look at, but then every enemy in the world came, so I was like, shit. Oh, what the?
What?
That's like a guy in a chair. Oh yeah, because remember they said
they
even
might be
the guys
strapped to a
doing
chair.
recordings. Are you fucking kidding me? Hold on. All I want to do is look at this map, and nobody wants to leave me alone. No, I'm not doing it. Okay. It's parapsychology down. Alright, so I think...
Oh, is it gone? Looks like it's gone. Or
No,
maybe I
it's
just
probably there. We just... Okay, well, whatever.
Maybe they just wanted us to look at Dr. Darling's office first or something.
Yeah,
like...
probably. Or maybe they just... The house felt sorry for me. It's like, God, she really can't do anything, can she?
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Parakinesiology is that way, and this one's this way, but we can't... Can we go this way? Now we have to go around. We have to go through her rival department. The douchebag department.
The douchebag labyrinth. Oh yeah, this place is corrupted.
Yeah, well, guess how it feels. Oh yeah, you guys are all, like, corrupted now. Okay, who's... feel like I'm getting better at this game, but
Yeah.
I don't dare get confident. The music is still going, so I know someone's trying to start shit. Oh, there they are. All is well, the music ended. Oh, here's a thingy. We'll read all those after we talk to the nice lady.
The nice lady.
Astral exhibition.
I wish it was like astral projection.
That's probably what this is.
Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid. The board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
Ooh, TV!
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But
Pyramid.
then one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions. Apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
It looks at first like just a glowing ball, but then there's that thing to the left where it's moving a little too.
Mm-hmm.
Too darling. Too Marshall. Oops, oops. Sorry. Ah, sorry. Ah. There's a psychic monster in there.
Keep that thing here.
Maybe press the button.
Yeah, but I'm scared, so I don't know how to fight it. See?
Yeah, maybe we don't fight it. Maybe we just run away from it. Because...
Woo!
Ah!
I like don't know what to do. Stupid me. I closed the door behind myself. I probably have to oh, maybe I have to trap it in the hallway. That's probably what I have to do. Alright, so I have to trap it somehow.
Oh, I see. So it's got that big door that opens. You can probably trap it maybe in that bay.
I just gotta think, because this one... Okay, this closes that way, and that closes... When I turn this corner, it's gonna be there. And I want to lure it in. Can it not follow me in here?
Yeah, I might not be able to fit through the door. Oh wait, do you have to put the power thing up there?
Yes. Up where?
By the door, so that the panels will work.
Yeah, but where is that?
Like right by the big door. To the
Okay.
right and left of it. See where the things. The
Yeah, I
battery-
see the. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. I gotta find the other thingy.
There it is.
Oh. It won't let me pick it up. Alright, I'm gonna try and restart this. I think I caught it.
What
Did I catch
is the
it?
Bureau doing with
Yeah.
that thing?
Yay! Good job, Stacy.
Woo!
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
I'm gonna throw something at it.
Hiss clusters heal other enemies, destroy them to make the fight easier.
Okay, I don't know. Oh, there's the orb.
good sign that we came down here and everything is crazy.
Okay, ooh, a save point. Yeah, checkpoint.
Anyone is listening? We've encountered heavy resistance. We've fallen back to the left department. All agents are ordered to converge here.
Gonna have a lot of reading to do.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm sending the elevator for you. We need to talk.
She's got that right.
More of you? Really?
Oh my god. Jeez.
Peace.
See ya.
Marshall is waiting for you in the luck lab, just down the hall.
There you are. I was starting to worry. Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then. And I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
Oh, the ashtray maze. Did we look at that already?
Well, he talks about it more.
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the Binder, and those the Binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
So, like, by Binder, do we mean, like, Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper, or what?
Emergency call supplement. Transcript of a call to the California State Emergency Services.
911, what is your emergency?
Hello? Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you?
I'm, inside the wires. I'm lost.
Ma'am, have you been drinking tonight?
I feel like I'm stretching through the wire towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up.
Go where, ma'am?
Gone, away.
Okay, and can you describe your surroundings? Ma'am? Hello, ma'am?
Dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. His cluster. Okay, his clusters are dense spherical compressions of Hiss resonance that support functions in the hierarchy of the Hiss entities. The clusters are capable of replenishing Hiss hosts with infusions of resonance. This does not heal any physical damage inflicted on the organic host, but rather seems to rejuvenate them, allowing them to endure more bodily harm than normally possible. The fact that the Hiss make an effort to preserve its corrupted host underlines a level of awareness and discretion that was previously just speculated on my part. Can this entity be considered an individual or simply an extension of the Hiss as a whole? Capturing one alive would be quite interesting. Refer to file blank for full report.
Astronauts program. This report serves as an introductory guide to the Astronaut program, including candidate requirements, training practices, and astral research procedures. Astronauts are chosen individuals who explore and document the astral plane by making physical contact with the X-ray light box. See case file OOP-18 for details. In the Hypnosis Lab, a section of the Parapsychology Division. Physical and psychological training is vital for the repeated transition between planes, known as dives. After each dive, astronauts must undergo a blank session in the cognitive recording chairs to record their experience in the plane. Gathered data has conclusively proven that blank blank within the astral plane may vary widely between astronauts. On rare occasions, these dives can result in losses, often occurring when teams encounter aggressive astral entities.
The astral exhibition was originally built for astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but blank was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the blank, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the blank's behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put it in, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Oh, they must be talking about the weird sphere monster.
Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity, now known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Astral plane and objects of power. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the blank and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge.
Oops.
Astral plane, objects of power and their astral connections. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the blank, an entity or group of entities that we have little information on or little that I am allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the blank, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, and a fact ingrained into the very blank of objects, such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the blank, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the blank? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the blank is a natural fact and not something more blank?
Utilization of paranatural elements, rethinking groupthink.
Oh dear.
This study extends the works of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the Parapsychology Department carried out variations of Solomon Ark's original conformity experiments using telepathic individuals as the subjects. See experiments blank for details. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. The further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in blank. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including manipulation of blank and blank. Resonance theory. Utilization of paranormal elements. Resonance confidential. Resonance, it's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibrations is conscious? What could a force like that do? Blank opened the door to a blank I've called blank. The blank. The blank emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder, is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common blank? What that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else could the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? Refer to file blank for full report.